reddish one. Why not? I'm dropping things. And I just, yeah, user error. Hey guys, welcome back. So I got a really fun video for y'all today. Wet n Wild was so super duper sweet and sent me the most beautiful packages with a bunch of their new products. So I've got one get ready with me video for y'all today, and I want to do more of these. Just got so many fun products to share with you, to show you in action. I do already have a couple of what's new at the drugstore videos of Wet n Wild things that I had already purchased myself and done those videos on. So I went ahead and posted those videos. So if you want to see just some quick information about some of their new products, you can check out those. But I wanted to do a get ready with me using some of these products so you can kind of like see them in action, see a makeup look, and just, you know, a fun little get ready with me video. So got a really fun box here with primer and foundation in it. Have one here with bronzer and highlighter. Gorgeous. Let me show you inside of this box. These are so fun. Oh, I'm about to spill everything everywhere. Oh, about to make a mess. Okay, so there is that box. And then there is one other one. This one is the liquid lipstick and eyeshadow. Ooh, so fun. So yeah, as far as what the look is, it's kind of like a sparkly, peachy, fresh sort of a makeup look. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. Used almost all Wet n Wild products, used a couple other things, but I think only 2 things I added in. Technically I think 4. Mascara and then a brow product. I had to bring something else in. So yeah, this is what we're gonna be doing, so let's get to it. Okay, so let's jump on in. So they sent me the 3 different primer waters. So I think I'm gonna use one of these 2. I opened both of these. The coconut 3-in-1 primer water, Prep Set Refresh, and then also the cucumber 3-in-1. The actual like gel sort of primer, the cucumber one smelled really weird, but this primer spray, I haven't actually sprayed it, but just like smelling it here, it doesn't smell like that. It smells way less weird. Let me see. It's not the same weird smell. It's still kind of a strong, interesting cucumbery scent, but not like the gel primer. That one's like a little bit off or something. I'm not really sure. And then the coconut smells really good. So I think I'm gonna go with the coconut. So we're just gonna spray this. Ooh, this smells really good. Very like summery, and fresh. I like that. So now this makes me think I probably would like the gel primer in the coconut. So let me let this dry. So they sent me several shades of the Photo Focus Stick Foundation. So I already have Soft Ivory and Porcelain. Porcelain is too light. Soft Ivory works pretty well. But I want to try this one. This one is Shell Ivory, and I believe it's a little bit lighter than Soft Ivory. So I'm just going to apply this. I'm going to kind of put it on my face and just blend it with a brush. I need to move my mirror so I can actually see myself. I just use a brush with this just because it, you know, is easy to apply that way. I'm just a brush girl. Oh, you know what? I meant, well, I was gonna use the sponge because I do like this sponge, but I don't know. I think with a stick foundation, I just like using a brush, but I do like this little sponge. It works well. So there it is. I really, really like this foundation. I think it just applies easily. I think it looks pretty on the skin. It looks like skin. It doesn't look super heavy, but does even things out and has good coverage. Just a good medium coverage, nice foundation, and easy to apply, it being a stick. I'm a big fan of this. I'm gonna apply some eyeshadow primer. Gonna use my favorite, the Wet n Wild Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. This one is just so good. Super affordable. It's the one that I use the most. It's awesome. For brows, I'm gonna have to do a little combination because I do really like this Ultimate Brow Micro Brow Pencil, but I have it in soft brown. I don't think it comes in a lighter shade, at least that I could find, and this is a little bit dark for me. So I am gonna apply this, but I'm gonna have to mix it with some of the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil in 2, just to kind of like not make it look so dark. I do really like this brow pencil. Obviously it's just, you know, the shade is a little bit dark for me. I need a mirror. The shade is a little bit dark for me, but I do like the formula of it. Really the only negative I would say about it is I think I'm gonna use it up pretty quickly just because it seems like a pretty creamy sort of a formula that I think I will go through fairly quickly. But you can see just a little bit dark and a little bit kind of reddish warm for me. But formula wise, I really like it. Shape of it, good little tiny brow pencil. So good brow pencil. It's really just about the color is really kind of why it doesn't work super duper well for me. And then I think I might go through it fairly quickly. I was looking back on my video, my What's New at the Drugstore video when I first talked about this. And when I first opened that video, I was like, whoa, high brows. Because they looked pretty dark. So yeah, like I thought they looked dark that day, but then like looking at that video, it was like, holy moly. So yeah, just a little bit dark for me. Also something I do if my brows are still looking kind of dark, like they look dark to me right now, I'm gonna put some of my powder over the top of them. I think that kind of helps tone them down just a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it does kind of tone them down just a little bit. Takes down the warmth too. Also kind of helps set them, I guess. They were so super duper sweet, and I already took out some of the shades, but they sent me a bunch of their Liquid Cat Suit High Shine lipsticks and a bunch of their Liquid Cat Suit Shimmer Liquid Shadows. So in this really super pretty box. So I want to play with some of these shadows. So it says, now comes in 3 unique finishes, cream, shimmer, and metallic. So they have a little card here with information. So I want to play with one of each of these. So I'm going to start with this Liquid Catsuit Cream Liquid Shadow in Camelback. So I'm going to take some of this. I don't know how this is going to get like using so many different shades, but I just kind of want to play with the different ones. So I'm going to put some of this kind of all over my lid. Probably could have used this actually as a primer. Didn't think about that. So it feels pretty matte, kind of like it's setting down to a powder pretty quickly. So this color looks a smidgen dark for my skin tone. So I think if this matches your skin tone, this could probably be kind of a good base color. It's a little bit dark and yellowy for me, so just setting it with that same brush. I had some powder on, so there's that. So I think that's cool for just a matte shadow look. There it is. There's another color, let me see. Well, there are actually 4 different colors of these, which is cool. So I think this is nice for an everyday matte sort of a shadow look. Wanted to show you this one too. This one looks like a really pretty taupey color. It's like a purpley taupe. More purple than taupe, I would say, but really a pretty shade. This one is, what shade is this? Off the Grind. Off the Grind. So there is that one. So I'm torn between playing with these 2 metallic ones. Is this metallic? Yeah, this is one of the metallics. So this one that's more kind of coppery is You Copper Cat. Cute, cute. And then this one is Shells and Whistle. Shells and Whistle. This one looks like this. So this one's kind of more reddy copper, and this one's kind of more just like orangey copper. So let's play with the reddish one. Why not? I'm dropping things. Just gonna kind of put this all over my lid and apply it with my finger to begin with. This is applying very easily. It's blending really well. It's not difficult to apply. Okay, now it's starting to set and feels more like that powder finish. This one didn't seem to set as quickly as the matte one did. Of course, I used a little bit more, so obviously it's going to take more product, more time to dry. I used less of the matte one, so a thin layer dried pretty quickly, but this does seem maybe a little bit more liquidy than that one. I had to switch out my battery, so I just got close to look at this, and I think this is really pretty because it's kind of like a pinky peachy copper. It looks a little bit lighter to me on the eyes than it does in the container, but I really like this color. It's just a really pretty pinky coppery sort of a shade. Beautiful, and it applied well. This could be one of those quick out the door sort of shadow products. Like you could just put it on, blend the corners like I'm doing, just kind of the edges, not the corners, the edges, and you're out the door. That's nice. I like that a lot. Let's see if we can use, well, I don't want to layer too many things. I was going to say, let's just look at this one. Let's just look at this one in a swatch because it looks really pretty. What was this one? Shells and Whistle. Shells and Whistle. Oh yeah, this one looks a little bit different too. So it looks kind of more orangey there, and it's kind of a little bit lighter and more rose gold in a swatch. Very pretty. So really nice and metallic. I like those. I want to blend the edges of this shadow a little bit. So I'm going to use the Full Circuit No Limit palette in Warm Up. I'm going to use actually the blush shade as kind of a transition blending shade on my eyes. So just kind of blending the edges on this. Yeah, this is blending out really nicely. So totally an easy out the door eyeshadow type product. Like you could just use your bronzer in your crease and use some of those metallic-y shadows. Just easy, quick, quick, quick. Okay, now I'm gonna use some of the shimmer liquid shadow in Cashmere Love. Look how pretty this is. Looks super duochromy. I'm excited. Let's just look at a swatch of it. Oh, yes. So this looks more silvery, taupey. So I'm just gonna get a tiny little bit of it and just kind of dab this on to get like a light amount of shimmer, because I don't necessarily want to like change the color of my shadow. I just want to add some kind of duochromy sparkle to my lid. This one's drying pretty quickly, but again, I'm using less product, so a thin layer is just going to dry quickly. Ooh, this is sparkly and pretty. Oh man, this is really pretty. I like that a lot. Gorgeous. That is so pretty. Okay, so I want a little bit of dimension in my outer corner, so I'm going to use the metallic shade in Ruby Heist. Ruby Heist. So this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to get a little bit of this on a little crease brush. We'll see how this goes. Just got a little bit on my brush like this. Just kind of dabbed it. And now I'm just going to apply some of this and kind of stamp it and blend it. This is a dirty brush, so I probably had a little bit of product on it already, but that kind of works. I don't usually use cream or liquid shadows in this way, kind of like all over my eyes, like, you know what I mean? Like in my outer corner and all that, all the different steps. I usually just kind of use it as a one and done sort of a step, but I think this is working. Yeah, so that worked, but I don't think this is like necessarily the easiest way to use a shimmer, or not a shimmer, but like a cream shadow. So I would use it kind of all over the lids or as kind of a topper or something like that. But I mean, that worked with a dirty brush. Just adding a little bit more of the shimmery shade and just kind of stamping that and blending it with that outer corner. I have a liquid liner from Wet n Wild and I cannot find it. So I'm going to use this instead. This is the Multi-Stick Color Icon in Burning Bridges. So it's kind of a reddish sort of a color. And obviously this is one of those kind of like multi-sticks. So it's not the smallest, so not the easiest to use as a liner on the eyes, but it will work. So I'm just going to run this along my lash line. Like I said, it's kind of a red sort of a color, but it is kind of really pretty. I mean, I think it's really pretty on the eyes. Blending it with an eyeliner brush. I did get a Wet n Wild mascara recently, but it just did not work for me. It smudged like crazy, which most mascaras do on me. but it also didn't give a ton of volume. So I'm just gonna use something else. I'm gonna use the Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer, Super Volume with Super Fruits, and then the Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. So I'm gonna apply this quickly. I'm also layering some of my CoverGirl Clump Crusher mascara with this. Okay, let's clean up these under eyes. So I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer in Light Ivory. I'm going to take some of this and apply this to my under eyes. I do really like this concealer. This is actually one that I carry in my purse because I think it works really well. Kind of reminds me of sort of like the NYX HD concealer. It's just a really versatile one. It's not crazy full coverage, but it is buildable, which I really like in a concealer. So it's a good one to have in your purse because it works well for under the eyes, works well for the face, and I really, really like concealers that are a little bit more versatile, that can kind of be applied lightly or built up, and this is definitely one of those. I like to dab just a little bit more on. I do this with pretty much every concealer. Just dab a little bit more on with my finger, especially right in here in that darkest spot, just to try to get more lightness and brightness, and then I bring it down a little bit. Now I'm going to set everything with the Photo Focus Pressed Powder in Warm Light, and I'm just using an e.l.f. I think this is a tapered brush, small tapered brush. I'm going to set my under eyes with this brush, and then the rest of my face with a Real Techniques blush brush. So they so sweetly sent me their different bronzers and highlighters. So I am gonna take one of these bronzers. I'm gonna use this one, which is Sunset Striptease. Sunset Striptease. So this one looks a little bit more satiny and a little bit less warm than some of the other ones, because the one that I originally got was way too dark and way too warm toned for my skin tone. I think I accidentally picked the very darkest one when I ordered one of these myself. I didn't even tell you what I'm doing, but I'm just giving my face some shape. This color is working much better. Oh yeah, this is blending very well, and it kind of has a little bit of a satin sort of a sheen to it, which looks so pretty. And I'm using a BH Cosmetics Studio Pro number 15 brush to apply this. I am really, really liking this. So yes, this I think is the color for me. I just love the tone of it. I love the kind of satiny sort of a sheen to it. That is pretty. I'm just putting it all over, neck, up on my forehead, on my cheekbones. Yes, I really like that. It says the newly revamped Color Icon Bronzer comes in 4 fabulous shades and will give you a beautiful Beach Babe bronze all year long. Don't fret, wild ones. We made sure to keep the #1 bronzer shade in the mass market, Ticket to Brazil. This one is Ticket to Brazil. So this one looks a lot more warm toned. So let's just look at that one. Yeah, a lot more warm tone. Why don't we just put a little smidgen of this kind of on a little bit higher, like almost like a blush kind of a situation, sort of blending it up to where I'm going to put my blush. Why not? That's pretty too. I still like the other one a little bit better, but if you like a more warm tone bronzer, this one is pretty. Blush, I'm going to use that same Full Circuit No Limit palette. This one right here. I'm going to take some of that as my blush. Very pretty, kind of neutrally warm peachy shade. I went ahead and applied some mascara to my lower lash line, and I did notice a few little pieces of shimmer like in some of my lashes over here. So I'm thinking that that shimmery shadow is kind of the situation where you just want to apply it and leave it and not layer it on itself kind of after it dries, because it's like it has to adhere. A lot of glittery kind of products are like this, where it has to adhere to your lid, but then it doesn't necessarily adhere as well to itself. So I'm guessing that's kind of the situation, but man, I still love it because it is just so shimmery and beautiful. Also in this beautiful box are a couple of their Mega Glow highlighting powders. says with 2 new shades, these beautiful highlighters will guarantee your makeup look is always mega glorious. My rude camera cut me off, but there are 2 new shades, Bloom Time and Awesome Blossom. So this one is Awesome Blossom and this one is Bloom Time. So we're gonna play with Bloom Time. Gonna get some of that on, what kind of a brush do I want to use? I'll use kind of like a highlightery sort of a brush because I think I'm gonna use this as kind of a blush topper slash blush. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm very lightly applying this because a little bit goes a long way with these. Y'all. That is so pretty. Wow. Okay, yes, big fan. I'm also gonna take a pencil brush and apply some of this on the inner corners. Oh my goodness, of my eyes. Look how pretty that is. This is just a beautiful, like pinky, peachy sort of a highlight. Wow. Oh y'all, that is pretty. Okay, definitely one of my favorite products that I've tried. Ooh. That is gorgeous. Y'all, I forgot I wanted to play with one of these. These are the Mega Glow Loose Highlighting Powders. So there are 4 different ones that are in this box. These 2 are probably the 2 shades that will work for me. Looks like I'm So Lit and You Glow Girl. Let's see. Yeah, this one is I'm So Lit, kind of a pretty goldy sort of a color. And then this one is You Glow Girl. Let's do some swatches. Okay, I've made a bit of a mess, but we're just gonna work with it. I was trying to get, there's a nice little sifter thing, but then I was like trying to shake it and bat at it to try to, and I just, yeah, user error. So pretty. Okay, this is You Glow Girl, and this one, the pinky one, no. The golden one is I'm So Lit, and this one is You Glow Girl. Those are pretty. Oh, beautiful. Okay, I want to play with these somehow. What am I gonna do? We're gonna have just tons of highlighter. Why not? Why not? Okay, I've lost the brush I just used. Okay, I have located the brush. So I'm gonna get just a little bit of the pinky one, which is You Glow Girl. And I'm just gonna put some of this on top because why not? I don't even know. It's hard to tell because the other one was so amazing and metallic-y, but I think we've even kicked it up a little bit more with this. Why don't we put a little bit on the inner corners too? Why not? YOLO. Okay, so just adding a little bit of this with my pencil brush. Beautiful. It's just so like brightening on the inner corners of the eyes. Just beautiful. Okay, and then lastly for lips, I think I'm gonna use one of these 2, I think. So this one is Chic Got Real. Chic Got Real. This one is a beautiful neutral pink. Ooh, kind of a, more like a mauve-y. I wouldn't maybe, I mean, it's kind of neutral, but sort of a mauve-y pink. And then this nude is Caught Ya Bare Naked. Caught Ya Bare Naked. And I'm Texan, so I have to say naked. So there is that one. So it's definitely very nude. Let me look at one other one. This one looks like a fun peach. This is Peach Stole My Look. Peach Stole My Look. So yes, looks like, oh, this is cute. Okay, I think I might use this one. It's just a fun, bright peach. Why not? Let's go for that one. So I'm gonna apply a little bit of liner. I really like the packaging on these too, because they kind of, oh, this one's doing something a little bit weird. But normally they click. They have like a little click to them so you can tell when they close. This one's doing something a little funky, but all the other ones have a little click to them. Okay, so I'm gonna use this gel lip liner in Bear to Comment. Gonna start with that and then I'm gonna apply some of this. Yeah, I love these. I think they are beautiful, kind of in between a gloss and a lacquer. They don't feel heavy and tacky like a lacquer. They feel more like a gloss, but they've just got that intensity of a lip lacquer. They are so, so pretty. Love this color. So it says, adding a new finish to your favorite lip collection, say hello to the Mega Last Liquid Catsuit High Shine Lipstick. This new lustrous lip lacquer combines all the comfort and shine of a gloss with the high pigmentation of a lipstick. So there you go. Infused with a blend of vitamins, plant-based oils, and butters, this creamy texture provides superior moisture and nourishment. You'll want to keep this treasure in your makeup bag forever. And it comes in a bunch of different colors, 13 shades. Love them. They are definitely some of my favorite new products from Wet n Wild. Really enjoy these. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I really enjoy how it all came together, just kind of a fun, bright, sparkly, peachy sort of a look. So really enjoyed so many of these products. So hope that you guys really enjoyed this video, and I hope it was fun for you to kind of get to see these different products in action. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Let me know down below if you've tried any of these products. I would love to hear your thoughts on them. Let me know those down below. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!